Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show. And whatever you may be doing. It's a rich news day for sure. And starting off the week, right out of the blocks, we appreciate you stopping by. We're here for a couple of hours. Round numbers 9 to 11 Eastern time. And I guess in some parts of the country, everybody's going back to school, got that going on. And translation for that is get prepared for cold, because cold season is now in play, will be in play. Back to school will be in play. And then flu season will kick in. Then we have the holidays. Yeah. So that's all ahead of us. I'm just saying.
I love it.
So you have to get your immune system ship shape, or you'll get shipped out somewhere. Yeah. They got the confluence of back to school, cold season, flu season kicks in, holiday season. And this goes on for several months. Well, yeah. And Katie's still out. She'll be back tomorrow from her soiree. We'll look forward to that. Jason's working the board. Reggie's on this side of the glass with me. And it's all good. We always invite you to call the show. You can get in contact with us in any number of ways. You can call at 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. You can message us on the Let's Talk Nutrition Facebook page, and I presume Reggie's monitoring that. And you can watch the show both on Let's Talk Nutrition website at letstalknutrition.com and on YouTube live.
And we have the live chat enabled on that too, so they can ask questions on the live feed as well.
That's good. And we have over 70,000 views on YouTube. We have over 54,000 listens on our podcast. And so we're doing all right, thanks to you. One day at a time, one show at a time, one thing at a time. Again, call 877-897-8255 if there's something that you would like to focus on, put a spotlight on. Be happy to do it. And I was following this story. It's trending now. You remember the hurricane that hit Florida? Remember Hurricane Irma? That was back in 2017, all that? Well, I don't know if you also recall that in Florida, there a dozen residents died because of that hurricane. Not because the hurricane hit the nursing home facility, but because the nursing home's air conditioners failed. 12 people died. I think the age range was anywhere from 71 up to 90-something. If my memory serves me, I'm just working from memory now. So the police in Hollywood, Florida, are planning to charge 4 employees, this is really something, of a nursing home in the deaths of a dozen residents who succumbed to a heat exposure in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma in 2017. That was known by the lawyers for 3 of the employees. This was revealed on Saturday. Among those charged will be Jorge Carballo. He was the administrator of that particular nursing home. And there's a charge nurse who will be charged, and 2 other nurses. Wow. 8 people, back on September 13th, 2017, 8 people died in that nursing home. It was called the Rehabilitation Center at Hollywood Hills. And they died after the air conditioners failed. Now, Hurricane Irma was a powerful hurricane. Caused a lot, havoc. Several more people died in the following weeks. A local medical examiner ruled that 12 of the heat-related deaths were, quote, homicides, close quote. Now, think about this. This is not a civil suit. This is a criminal case. I don't know I don't have the details. I don't know what was going on in that facility. If it was it in code? Did it violate code? Well, I don't know. But the center was shut down, and investigations by the state and the Senate found that some nurses had failed to properly record patient information, including, things as their vital signs and temperatures. The investigations also discovered that poor state and federal oversight and regulation had led to, quote, questionable decision-making by facility administrators, close quote. So, were they just grossly negligent and ignored the needs of these elderly patients who were, the temperature must have been 90 plus degrees, I don't know, 90, up in the 90s at least. And in one instance, this is according to the New York Times now, giving the Times attribution, a patient was described as, quote, resting in bed, close quote, okay, with, quote, even and unlabored, quote, breathing. Well, what's the problem with that description? The patient was already dead. This is according to a report, a state report. The nursing home officials assert and push back, and they said that they tried to alert state authorities and the power company that they needed help restoring the air conditioning system and didn't get any. They transferred more than 100 patients out of that nursing home to hospitals. By the way, there's a hospital 100 feet or so, or 100 yards from the nursing home, and a police station about a mile away, as I understand it. Nobody called 911, according to the governor, until the residents were suffering respiratory distress. It's a little late. In some cases, patients were near death, so they decide then to call 911. This would sound like a horrible exercise in horrible judgment to me. A lawyer for the nursing home, of course, said that the patients were monitored all the time and there was no reason to call 911 before they became actually ill. Now, again, this is a story. It will be an abstract thing to you or to me in a certain sense, unless we had a relative in there who died. But try to put yourself in the shoes of a family member or a person in that nursing home. I'm sure many of you have been in nursing homes visiting. You have maybe loved ones, friends who are in nursing homes. You know what it's like in there. Unbelievable. They're charging them criminally, man. Wow. That is, and nurses, administrator, these aren't low-level staff people. You're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally, trying to find those stories that have our human concern and destiny in mind. We'll be back. LTN, coast to coast and globally. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve 2 important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Reporting on this story, 4 professional workers, 1 administrator, I guess 3 nurses at a Hollywood nursing home are being charged with homicide in the death of a dozen of the residents in the wake of Hurricane Irma, where the air conditioning system at the nursing home failed. And one administrator is being charged, Jorge Carballo, as well as a charge nurse and 2 other nurses. So there's 3 nurses and an administrator. Now, this is unusual to charge nursing home workers, employees with homicide in the wake of a hurricane. This did happen before, though. My memory serves me. They brought criminal charges against employees at a nursing home. I think it was. I'm trying to recall. It was in New Orleans. I'm working from memory here, and so this is not the first time. The lawyers for at least 2 of the nurses have come out and spoken against this. David Frankel, a lawyer for the charge nurse, said his client was going to be charged with 12 counts of manslaughter. The other lawyer said they had not been told what the charges would be, what charges would be filed. Another lawyer, Mr. Jim Cobb, a lawyer for Mr. Caballo, who was the nursing home administrator, said he was outraged by these charges. He said, according to the New York Times, that the police were going after people who were trying to help in the days after the hurricane devastated the Caribbean islands and resulted in the deaths of 129 people. And Mr. Cobb said, quote, "It's the government scapegoating and going as far down the food chain as they possibly can go to absolve themselves of the problems that were caused," close quote. He went on to say, "This is just wrong," close quote. I'll follow this story, and I don't have any more details than what I just reported. I don't know what the evidence is, but this has been going on for 2 years, and they now just bring the charges.
I'm looking at it now.
If it was, how can I put this? Incompetence, blatant disregard for the care and safety of these residents, they would have known that a long time ago. I don't know. It's 2 years. What were you going to say, Reggie?
Well, from what I've found so far online, it says that the second floor they were working in this condition, but it was 100 and 110 degrees. Mm-hmm. And that the remainder of the facility was above 81, which is the maximum temperature allowed by the state law.
Second floor, because heat rises.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So
it's going to be hotter on the second floor, yeah?
Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine working in 100? Like, we're like in this room right now. It's like, what, 65, 75?
Well, you have these elderly patients in a nursing home who are probably, having various medical conditions, respiratory, who knows, cardiovascular, both, much more, trying to deal. That heat is a stressor, and heat exposure. They didn't have. Apparently, they had fans, and they tried to put the fans on the patient, on the residents. I don't know. Again, we'll have to see. This is unusual.
They said they had some patients with body temperatures as high as 109.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Yeah, you will die. And if you're infirmed, you don't have the wherewithal to endure that kind of stress. Really unusual. 877-897-8255, toll free. There are any number of other stories that is, I just can't get my head wrapped around that they're going after them. They are going to go after them. We'll see. I'll keep my ear to the ground. I'll keep watching to see what we learn. What What else can I tell you? I mean, there is so many things that are happening. I'm working on a series on weight loss and weight gain, perspectives, principles, and practices associated with weight loss and weight gain. And this is not the first time I've delved into this area, but I'm working on the one piece where I'm talking about energy balance and the perspective of energy balance, the energy balance perspective. Now, when we come back, we'll see if my guest is Dominique Ostrander. If she is around the corner, then I'll put this into abeyance. If not, then I'll do a little tutorial on energy balance. And what are we talking about? Now, know that there are a whole bunch of modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors that are associated with weight gain that can lead to overweight and obesity. That being said, the energy balance perspective says at its most fundamental level, obesity is an issue of energy balance. And if you can address that, then you can address the problem more directly. Come back, I'll tell you more. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take Hempanol, the only raw CO2 hemp extract available. It's 100% organic with wild oreganol P73 extract. You might have heard about CBD, but there's no comparison. Hempanol has the power and potency you need to support your nervous system, stay calm and focused, and maintain a healthy immune system. Unlike other CBD oils, Hempanol contains the full spectrum of phytocannabinoids. Take Hempanol and feel great. And if you suffer from insomnia and can't seem to get that full night's rest, try Hempanol PM. Hempanol PM is specifically formulated to get you the rest you need without feeling sluggish when you wake. It's non-addictive, completely natural, and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order, to find out where to find Hempanol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242, 800-243-5242, or visit us at oreganol.com.
Your shot at a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival and $1,000 spending cash now. Text the nationwide keyword JET to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's JET to 200-200.
Hi, it's Schmidt. Join Robert Harwood from the Harwood Financial Group and me for a daily blueprint for your finances, a topical radio show that helps put you on the right track financially. Win at retirement right after the Schmidt Show, weekdays, 6:06 p.m. on 1250 WHNZ.
News on 1250 WHNZ.
Now that Michael Draka, the Clearwater man accused of shooting Marquise McLaughlin during a dispute over a parking space, has been found guilty, McLaughlin's family attorney is demanding change. Michelle Rayner-Goolsby says Florida's Stand Your Ground laws should be repealed.
Our position is that it is legalized murder. Our position that it is not a good law. People still thought, well, is this a Stand Your Ground case? Is this not a Stand Your Ground case?
Draka's lawyers are likely to appeal the verdict. Tropical storm Dorian could bring heavy rain to South Florida when it makes its way into the Caribbean later this week. Dorian could become a hurricane over the Lesser Antilles by tomorrow. The man who brought a Major League Baseball franchise to Tampa Bay has died. Vince Naimoli led an effort to get the Devil Rays as an expansion team in 1995. Naimoli was 81. With Florida's News, I'm Chris Trenkman.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Credit Union Auto Loans Traffic Center.
Delays on southbound 275 through the West Shore area. That's all due to a crash off to the right-hand side just past State Road 60. Also, we're seeing delays on northbound 275 just off the Howard Franklin Bridge, and construction delays on eastbound I-4 near I-75. That right lane near Mango Road still shut down. See traffic problems, call the injury firm Abrahamson Utica Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Westin Hotels and Resorts. At Westin, their range of wellness offerings like the new Eat Well menu, on-demand workout gear, and signature heavenly bed have all been curated with one thing in mind: you. Explore at Westin.com. Member of Marriott Bonvoy.
Lowe's is here to help pros like you save with special Labor Day savings going on now throughout the store. Like $45 off 5-gallon pails and $15 off gallon cans via Lowe's gift card rebate when you buy select interior and exterior paint and stain. And get up to 40% off select appliance special values with 4-piece kitchen suites as low as $1,160. Whatever you need for your next job and any job after, do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Paint offer valid through 9/4, appliance offer valid through 9/11, U.S. only.
At Fidelity, we believe nothing should come between you and your money. So we're introducing zero account fees with zero minimums to open an account. All because we want you to invest with zero trade-offs. Visit fidelity.com/value to learn more. Zero account minimums and zero account fees apply to retail brokerage accounts only. Expenses charged by investments such as funds and managed accounts and for commissions, interest charges, or other expenses for transactions may still apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE, SIPC.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. See the results. TheInjuredLawyers.com. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay forecast. Partly cloudy, warm and humid with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. High 92. Tonight, mostly cloudy, low 79. Tomorrow, showers early, then mostly cloudy, and a 50-50 rain chance in the afternoon, high 90. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by LifeLock with Norton. No one wants to wake up to the news that they're the victim of identity theft or that malware is compromising their smartphone. That's why LifeLock with Norton now includes protection for your identity and devices. Join at LifeLock.com and use promo code RISK to get 10% off your first year.
Mark Levin here to say thank you, Tampa Bay. Thank you to all the people who helped put my book, Unfreedom of the Press, at the top of the New York Times bestseller list. Thank you to everyone who watches me on TV, and thank you to everyone who listens to me weeknights, 7 to 10 on 1250 WHNZ. Our show is one of the top choices in the Tampa Bay area, not just for talk radio, but for all radio. Mark Levin, 7 to 10 weeknights on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, 877-897-8255. 877-897-TALK. We'll get you in touch with the show. You can also message us on Facebook. And you can, if you drift away from your radio and wandering around with a handheld device, you can watch the show at Let's Talk Nutrition or on YouTube. Can they watch it on Facebook?
No, not on Facebook, but I'm going to put the links from YouTube and the website, so on the page.
Okay. So they can watch it at letstalknutrition.com and on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And the Facebook page will have the links to those, to whichever site.
And we do, it seems like the show was being posted onto Facebook after it went on air, after it's recorded, or no? You can talk about that, how to get this show onto Facebook. That's what I'm interested in. Can you think about that?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can definitely put the shows on after the...
Can the show run live on Facebook?
It can. It's just that is a really big file, and if you ever done Facebook Lives before, you know they interrupt a lot, especially when you have a lot of viewers on there. So it's just an unstable kind of
platform
for live for a 2-hour show.
Okay.
So it's better for me, at least on my side, at least to make sure that everything runs as smoothly as possible.
Sure,
if I can put it on afterwards, but
yeah, no,
we can do IG Lives, Instagram Lives.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about that. I'm always looking for ways to get this thing out there, get more people to watch, listen, and to get involved with their health. That's the whole idea. We want you involved.
Instagram is the way to go.
Dominic Ostrander is my guest today, and at some point I will do a little tutorial on the energy balance perspective. Now, on this show, you've heard me talk about diet and exercise as being the two important components for weight loss. and weight management. And in some ways, maybe I've led people to believe that we know this, that diet is the best predictor for weight loss. Exercise by itself alone is not as good a predictor, but the two of them together really make for a formidable combination. That's this sort of synergistic effect that they have, even more so than some people believe. Now, there's been considerable debate about which of these factors, diet or exercise, is responsible for most of the variance related to weight gain. Yeah, and we have all sorts of dietary and lifestyle recommendations to decrease energy intake and increase energy expenditure to achieve weight loss, prevent weight gain, and to prevent weight regain. But at the end of the day, there are some, notwithstanding all these exotic diets and all kinds of things that are going on out there to help people lose weight, manage weight, you go back to diet and physical activity. And in this series that I'm writing, I will give you a different point of view about physical activity and its importance in weight loss and weight management. And it just can't be, going to take a little walk kind of thing. It has to be more formidable than that. And for because of evolution, the body responds to the physical activity when you're trying to lose weight in a very positive way. So I'll try to lay that out. This is all part of the energy balance perspective that makes certain assumptions, assertions, and certain recommendations. We'll get into that. As I said, Dominique Ostrander is my guest. She's an educator for Jarrow Formulas. Dominique, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition and starting off the week with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Garko. Always a pleasure to be here.
Hollywood, Florida. You're familiar with that area, right?
I am very familiar with it.
Okay. There's a nursing home. Do you remember Hurricane Irma?
I do.
You remember that hurricane?
That was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years. That's right. There's a nursing home in Hollywood, Florida. It's called the Rehabilitation Center at Hollywood Hills in Hollywood, Florida. You familiar with that? Are you familiar with that facility by chance?
No. I'm familiar with Hollywood Hills, but not necessarily the nursing facility.
Is Hollywood Hills a nice area?
Back in the day, it was pretty decent.
Okay.
I mean, we're going back. I haven't been since I was 16, which was
all right. So it's been a while. But what happened here, 12 patients died in the aftermath of that hurricane because the air conditioning system failed at the nursing facility, and now they've charged the facility administrator and a charge nurse and 2 other nurses with manslaughter. This is after 22 months. 12 patients died, and they said that Reggie was telling me what were some of the things you found and reported. Reggie, what did you see? You got to stay with me, brother.
I saw that I was getting access for the stuff for the socials. I saw that it said that some of the patients' body temperature got up to like 109, and they were dealing with working conditions on the second floor were 100 to 110 degrees, and the rest of the facility was above 81, which is the state rare.
So second floor heat rises. It was hotter, but 12 patients died. They're charging these 4 employees with manslaughter. They indicted them. They're going to go to trial.
Good. I mean, when you think about it, when I think about my grandmother, when she was alive, and she was blind from glaucoma, she was arthritic, she had dementia, and I can't even imagine. I mean, she was in Utah, but being in a facility where they're not in their mind to say, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here, let me drink some cold water. Let me, do something I can. It's like a child.
I know.
Expecting a child
They're so
take care of themselves.
Yeah, they're vulnerable. This is unusual, Dominique, to charge employees with to charge them criminally. This is something. We'll follow that story. You had I got your text. There's some things that you have on your mind that you want to talk about. We'll get into all of that. Jarrow Formulas is a leader in the dietary supplement industry, always has been for decades now. They're always on that edge, they're at the tip of the spear, making their way, introducing new ideas, new products into the marketplace. One of my favorite companies. They've been a sponsor of this show since its inception. It'll be 15 years. 877-897-8255 will put you in touch with Dominique Ostrander on LTN Coast to Coast and globally.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard right. Exciting new research reveals you have 3 brains: your head brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain. These 3 brains are like an orchestra with billions of neurons working together to create a harmonic symphony. This intricate relationship between these 3 brains impacts your mental, emotional, and physical health. The 3 Brain Supplements from Natural Factors is a bold new innovation in mental health. It provides a whole-body approach to balance brain health and well-being. Start with the 3 Brains Total Kit, which includes 5 supplements that are essential for 3 brain health. The kit provides foundational support for all three of your brains. Then, depending on your unique needs, choose from higher thoughts to enhance brain performance, mental sunshine for healthy mood balance, serene mind to relieve stress-related fatigue, or the best sleep for restful sleep. Learn more at 3brainshealth.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off VDC's already discounted prices. VDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with VDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Boom, we're back. Dominic Ostrander's my guest today. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just dialed in, we don't take, we never take the listener and the viewer for granted around here. And we love it when you're there. We love it when you call 877-897-8255. You can message me on our Facebook page. Reggie's monitoring that. Katie will be back in studio tomorrow. Had to take care of some, she's business. And we'll get her to talk about that. I don't want to steal her thunder. And as I said, Dominic Ostrander is my guest, educator for Jarrow Formulas, leader in the dietary supplement industry, and that's a good thing. I got more Jarrow products in my pantry than I have sense. Dominic, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on today.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
What are you up to these days? What are you doing?
Well, I'm spending a lot of time in hospitals these days, not because of illness or anything.
Thank God.
But
why are you finding yourself in those venues?
Well, because Jarrow, for the listeners that don't know, we cross over pharmaceutically, I suppose you could say, and our probiotics are used in hospitals in the prevention of antibiotic-associated diarrhea and C. diff, as well as in NICUs in the prevention of necrotizing enterocolitis. So I deal a lot with hospital meetings and pharmacies and formulary meetings and all of that.
What are they finding with the use of the probiotics to address those various digestive disorders that you just listed?
So within a hospital setting, the risk of C. diff for what we call high-risk patients. So high-risk patients typically, and again, this is typical, it's not in every case, are patients that are elderly, anyone that comes in on a PPI, which means a proton pump inhibitor. So anyone that comes in using Nexium, Prilosec, any OTC or even RX proton pump inhibitor, including chronic use of H2 blockers, which are the old school, like Tagamet, Zantac, Pepcid, are put on Saccharomyces boulardii, so that their risk of developing C. diff is lowered, it's decreased. And because probiotics, whether they're taken digestively, whether you use vaginally, orally, the purpose is to acidify an environment. And so it's not that when you take a PPI or an H2 blocker that you have no stomach acid, you have lower stomach acid. and that makes you more susceptible to contracting something like C. diff.
Okay.
In addition to that, and we also
hold your thought there for 1 second. There's a lot. Let me just drop this in so the audience can track what you're saying. A C. diff is Clostridium difficile. Difficult to say. Also known, it has another name too, but it's often referred to as C. diff, C. difficile or C. diff. It's a bacterium that can cause symptoms ranging from diarrhea to life-threatening inflammation of the colon. So what Dominique was saying is they have this. It's an infection? Is it an infection?
It is.
Caused by the bacterium.
Infection.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
And so when you take a probiotic, a good one, like Jarrow Formula Saccharomyces boulardii, not only are you acidifying the environment, but you're doing a couple other things too. So you're creating a barrier against the intestinal lumen in which this pathogen of C. difficile cannot attach to the intestinal lumen and penetrate. The MOS that's found in Jarrow Saccharomyces boulardii, which is a mannose oligosaccharide, which is basically a simple sugar molecule, also acts like an additional decoy for the pathogens, and then it's flushed out of the body. So we're increasing the barrier, the integrity of the barrier within the intestinal lumen. And oftentimes people that are on chronic use PPIs or H2 blockers or even a combination of both drugs lose their integrity of their barrier, which we also call, in another term, leaky gut. And so it makes them more susceptible to contracting C. diff.
So, okay, there's a lot in there. One of the so you're saying that one of the consequences, if I'm understanding you, of suffering from this infection caused by this bacterium, Clostridium difficile, is that the lining of the small intestine gets damaged, and those tight junctions get damaged, which then causes intestinal permeability, also known in common parlance as leaky gut. Did I follow you on that?
It sort of starts before that. No, it actually, well, yes to what you're saying to some degree, but what those junctions, because of chronic use of PPIs and H2 blockers, are not as tight as they should be, which makes them more permeable and susceptible to contracting C. diff.
Okay.
So does C. diff damage those junctions? Yes, we found actually with subsequent studies, that it does. Any traumatic bacterial infection like that, parasitic infection, has the potential to damage those junctions anyway. But those junctions are already not as tight as we would like to. And there's also a mucosal lining that's in the intestines, and that mucosal lining is also eroded from chronic use of PPIs. And so a good probiotic, Saccharomyces, Jarrow Formulas, EPS, which has been around for decades, will help to increase that mucosal lining in the intestines.
So you mentioned two products, Saccharomyces boulardii, and then the Jarrow Formulas EPS probiotic. Okay. Yeah, it's again Clostridium difficile is a bacterium that causes diarrhea and colitis. Colitis is an inflammation of the colon. According to the CDC, it's an estimated 500,000 illnesses in the United States attributed to C. diff. About 1 in 5 patients who get C. diff will get it again, and within a month of diagnosis, 1 in 11 people over age 65 die of a healthcare-associated C. diff infection. This is serious business. Here you have something easy to do and can help a lot. We come back, we'll talk some more with Dominique Ostrander. That's why she's here. As I said, Jarrow Formulas is a leader in the dietary supplement industry and natural products industry, and we'll continue our conversation. She has some other things she has on the menu, at least the menu of her mind, and we'll get to all of that. We're glad you're there. We'll be back. 877-897-8255. You can call us, message me on Facebook. on our Facebook page. Reggie's monitoring those. You can also message me on YouTube, where you can watch the show there. We'll be back. Stay there. Are you tired of being tired? So was Amanda until she tried Floridix Iron and Herbs. You can probably relate. Between juggling her job and family, she was constantly exhausted. She put off going to the gym, and making her dinner every night seemed like a heroic task. Then she found out she had the most common nutritional deficiency in the U.S., iron deficiency. Amanda turned to Floridix, an easily absorbed plant-based liquid iron supplement. For over 60 years, Floridix has been helping reduce exhaustion and fatigue caused by iron deficiency. This formula is easy on the digestive tract and free of artificial colors and flavors. It even has vitamins B and C for enhanced absorption. No wonder it's the best-selling iron supplement in North America. Flora Vital provides all the same benefits as Floridix, but without gluten or yeast. Reclaim your energy with Floridix and Flora Vital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/Floridix. florahealth.com/Floridix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The preceding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
The Rays play on Tampa Bay Sports Radio, WDAE.
To the wall, let's go!
Catch every pitch of Rays baseball in Pinellas and Hillsborough on 95.3 FM and all over Tampa Bay on 620 AM. Rays up.
Now, this week's top TV streams.
Here's what you've been watching on TV this week. Pose makes its way back on our countdown, and the FX series lands in 5th place. More drama on the mega yacht as Bravo brings you our 4th place show, Below Deck Mediterranean. Hanging on to the number 3 spot again is MTV's The Hills: New Beginnings. After taking home the gold last week, ABC's Bachelor in Paradise falls back to number 2. And finally, now in its 14th season, The Real Housewives of Orange County moves up to become your number 1 TV stream.
That's this week's top TV streams on iHeartRadio.
1250 wins WHNZ. 1250 wins WHNZ, Tampa.
1250 wins WHNZ, Tampa Bay. Available everywhere you want to listen on our free iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
This is CBS News on the Hour. Real news, real reporting.
I'm Peter King. From the G7 summit, the president claims China has asked for new trade talks. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy is covering.
The president says the Chinese indicated twice by phone overnight that they mean business and want to make a deal.
Very, very good calls, very productive calls.
But China's foreign ministry spokesman said he wasn't aware of any such calls. Responding to Mr. Trump's moves Friday to further increase tariffs, Beijing's lead negotiator did say his country resolutely opposes escalation of the trade war and urges consultations and cooperation in a calm attitude. Mr. Trump pointed to that statement. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News at the G7 summit in France.
Hong Kong police are defending their response to weekend demonstrations, which included firing warning shots and using water cannons to try to disperse the crowds. Assistant Commissioner Mak Chin Ho.
Their use of force was indeed necessary and reasonable. It was to protect any person, including our officers themselves, from death or serious bodily injury.
Fallen movie mogul Harvey Weinstein has just pled not guilty to an indictment in New York that adds 2 new charges of predatory sexual assault. The defense calls the new indictments an 11th hour maneuver that raises several legal issues. His rape trial is due to start next month. There's good news and bad news about Tropical Storm Dorian. The good news is that it may not make a direct hit on Puerto Rico. The bad news from CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson.
The real concern for Puerto Rico that we have here is that Puerto Rico is on the right side of the storm. That's the dirty side. That's the bad side of the storm. That's where the strongest wind is. That's where the most tornadoes are. That's also where the heaviest rain usually is.
And that could happen as early as Wednesday. A mountainous area of western North Carolina is a haven for rafters and kayakers. Now mudslides have blocked traffic in and out of the area. More from CBS News correspondent Jim Crisula.
Dozens, including first responders, had to be rescued after a series of mudslides in the Nantahala Gorge in the North Carolina mountains a couple of hours southwest of Asheville. Augie Westerfield was kayaking at the time.
And all of a sudden you heard a big crack, and it looked like black lava coming off the top of the hill. It was very scary. I thought we were all going to die.
The one main road through the gorge is expected to remain closed into midweek. Jim Crisula, CBS News, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Was last June's shooting of Big Papi a case of mistaken identity, or was it a hit job? The Boston Globe says retired Red Sox slugger David Ortiz has hired former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis and a team of investigators to find out. The Dow is up 211. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Did you know that the IRS is getting more aggressive these days? They're using private agencies to track you down. Don't wait. If you owe more than $10,000, take advantage of the Fresh Start Initiative, a program in place that can help you now. You can save thousands and possibly have your taxes forgiven. There's help for those of you who owe $10,000 or more, but it's important that you take action before these programs change. Call the tax experts at Oxford Tax Partners for a free consultation now at 800-575-1919. That's 800-575-1919.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
Hey, it's Schnitt. If you missed any part of my show, go to WHNZ.com, click on the drop-down menu, and look for Schnitt Show Anytime.
The 80s are back. Wake me up before you go. It's a virgin. Hey. The decade that brought you Rubik's Cubes and Cyndi Lauper is celebrated 24 hours a day on iHeartRadio's My 80s. It's easy to listen. Download our iHeartRadio app and search My 80s.
I'm Tom McCubbin. Better Lawns and Gardens is now live in Tampa Bay. Join us every Saturday morning, 7 to 9 on 1250 WHNZ. You can call me at 1-888-45-LAWNS. That's 1-888-455-2967.
They're very slow eastbound on I-4 from I-75 into County Road 579 with construction that has the right lane closed. Also have a wreck at Little Road and State Road 54 in Pasco County. There was an earlier accident southbound on 275 right before the Howard Franklin Bridge, but that was all off to the side. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Udrick Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. We're around the corner, around the country, and around the globe. Around the corner, meaning your neck of the broadcast woods. Over 60 plus syndications, radio stations, many more markets because many of these stations hit more than one market, well over 100 markets. So we're out there left and right, up and down across the country. Jarrow Formula has been a sponsor of Let's Talk Nutrition for 15 years. Dominique Ostrander is an educator for the company. She's our guest today. We were talking, it just came up and emerged in our conversation. I asked her what she was doing these days. She said, I'm working in hospitals, going by. Why? Well, turns out that Jarrow Formulas has some probiotic products, prebiotics and probiotics, that are being used in hospitals for Clostridium Difficile, among other concerns, which is a big deal. And their Saccharomyces boulardii, and their Jarrodophilus, long-standing, well-known, probably maybe one of the first probiotic products in the natural products industry. They have an EPS product. It's called EPS, and they're being used in hospitals. And Reggie's going to post those products on Instagram, you said?
I'm going to try to get them on Instagram. I've already put a link for Jarrow on Twitter just now. I'm working on that link as we speak. And I'm going to definitely get them on Facebook as well. So
we'll put them out there so you know that was an unintended conversation, but a very important one. That often happens on the show, where there's an emergent quality to human communication, it turns out, and that things will emerge, pop up during the course of a conversation that was not planned, that weren't not necessarily planned for, but end up being useful and serve the purpose of the show and serve your purpose well. Purpose here, around here, is to try to help you take charge of your health, in a word, so you can live a long life with quality of life. A number of stories trending, some odd, some, just traditional reporting. In the New York Times, I know many of you are pet owners. There's an algae that can kill dogs. All right? This green blooms of toxic algae have been found in Central Park, Morningside Park, and Prospect Park in New York. This green algae sludge appeared in New Jersey's largest lake in June, and running usually where you have a lot of lakeside activities and leisure going on. Then this green sludge surfaced in the Pacific Northwest and along the entire Mississippi seacoast, and it forced the closure, according to New York Times, of states' beaches. Now this green bloom, the green-blue blooms of toxic algae have turned up in lakes and ponds in 3 New York City parks. Oh, boy. Which has led environmental officials to warn residents of the area to keep pets and young children away from the affected water until the blooms clear. The dogs will go into that water. If they drink that water, get some of that algae in their system, they can die. They contain a bacteria, contain
cyanobacteria, which is a single-celled organisms that produce toxic substances when grown densely. Of course, warm weather and sunny days and nutrients from nearby surfaces will inspire the growth of these bacteria. So just as a reminder, if we get up into that part of the country, beware. And there are many other stories trending. I was reporting on measles is on the rise after 19-year absence. It's still out there. It's going on. Again, it's Disneyland. Universal Studios Hollywood visitors reportedly exposed to measles. That's a story trending in Time Health. So there you go. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. Dominique, welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. So we're going to post the Saccharomyces boulardii and the Jarrow's EPS. We'll have those on Instagram, Facebook, and we'll get it out there.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Thank you very much.
Sure. So what is it that I saw your text message to me, and there was something that caught your attention that you wanted to share with the audience and talk about.
There is. So it seems to be, well, first I'll tell you what caught my attention. So there's a sequence of articles that have been coming out. So the one that I sent you was the use of marijuana, meth, hallucinogens is up in it's a Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration 2018 national survey. So the use of marijuana, meth, hallucinogens is up. Alcohol use is up. But promisingly, the use of heroin is down. So there was that article.
And so why is that of interest to you? Other than the obvious, I mean.
Right. Okay, so then let me give you the two other articles. So what's behind a cluster of vaping-related severe lung disease, which again is, if you read these articles, the backstory with tobacco use is that it's down, but vaping has increased, and now they're finding clusters of lung diseases, and marijuana use in pregnant teens is worryingly high. Now, these are all medical articles. These are not like posted in some gossip newspaper or magazine or anything. These are medical articles written in medical journals. And so it made me think, like, why are all of these young people just not choosing to be sober? What's going on?
Well,
they are opting for mind-altering drugs consistently.
To the story about vaping, an Illinois patient's death from lung disease may be, they said, the first vaping-related fatality in the United States. This is a story trending. It's been on CBS News and other outlets. Illinois health officials said that a patient who contracted a serious lung disease after vaping has died, and that may be the first death in the U.S. linked to the smoking alternative, to bolster your point about the use of vaping. But go ahead.
Well, it's concerning because it makes me think that, okay, so you and I have talked about this personally because, we've been friends for 25 years. We've also talked about this on the air. What's going on socially as far as social media? I know Gary and I and you, we've talked about this, the three of us. The pressure from social media, Instagram, what kind of low self-esteem epidemic is this creating? Is this perpetuating drug use? Is this, what is behind this? And so, as a nutraceutical company, of course, if it's a nervousness, if it's a sleep problem, if it's managing anxiety and trying to manage anxiety, there are nutraceutical ways to help support this that would probably be, not probably, but that are most definitely better than choosing pot, for example. And again, that's what made me think of this. Like, if this is what we're up against, I've talked to more and more kids where I see them in stores. I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. I suffer from anxiety. I cannot tell you how often I hear that now. You would ask me, Dominique, what do you hear on the sales floor? What are people asking you about? It used to be heart disease and weight loss. No, not anymore. I can't sleep, and I have anxiety.
Which it becomes a vicious cycle. The Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration 2018 National Survey on Drug Use and Health Report notes that approximately 1.2 million more people reported the use of hallucinogens, like LSD, PCP, and ecstasy, compared with 2017. About 170,000 more people used methamphetamine. Modern times, modern problems, people seeking to blunt all kinds of pain, physical and psycho-emotional. LTN Coast to Coast and globally. We'll be right back. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balance mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Availablend formula designed to support the bioavailability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lungs Liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lungs Immune and Clear Lungs Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of the nationally syndicated health talk show, Let's Talk Nutrition. Way too often, dietary supplements cost way too much. Not so at Vitamin Discount Center. Here's why. VDC sells leading national brands up to 50% off MSRP every day. Competitors' prices are matched for identical products with proof of price. If you're in the military or are a first responder, you get an additional 10% off BDC's already discounted prices. BDC even offers case discounts. And you can get connected with BDC's VIP mobile text program for additional savings and customer rewards throughout the month. The choice is clear. You can save at Vitamin Discount Center. For a store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com or call 813-907-7066. That's 813-907-7066. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function. How? As a thermogenic, Celsius proprietary MetaPlus blend accelerates metabolism, increasing your body's ability to burn fat and calories. There are only two ways a body burns fat: through increased heart rate and our increased body temperature, thermogenesis. Drinking Celsius and then going into motion is double dipping. You're accelerating the burn and the results are even faster. Celsius is your ultimate fitness partner. No high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no preservatives, no artificial colors or flavors. 100% of 7 essential vitamins. Proven in 6 published university studies. How does it work? Celsius proprietary MetaPlus formula, including green tea with EGCS, ginger, and guarana seed, turns on thermogenesis, a process that boosts your body's metabolic rate. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities is proven to energize, accelerate metabolism, burn body fat and calories. Invest in yourself. Drink Celsius. Look for us at www.celsius.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. Ancient Nutrition, nutrition for a modern world. Reviva Labs, the natural skincare authority. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Talking with Dominique Ostrander today about a number of different things. She referenced the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration 2018 national survey that's reporting an increase in the use of hallucinogens and methamphetamine and so these drugs where people, among young people, I don't know exactly what this, you probably delved into that survey more than I did. Did they identify a particular demographic, Dominique? Welcome back.
No, well, they kind of did. They were talking about age groups. So they talked about an increase in 17 to 18-year-olds.
Okay.
And there was an increase in overall alcohol intake, which was, again, alcohol use has trended in the opposite direction. So it just says adolescents and adults. So
all right. So obviously something's going on in mainstream society here, in society.
Absolutely.
That's inspiring this increase of these particular drugs and, ways to, for lack of a better way to say it, maybe escape, blunt any emotional pain. People are experiencing physical pain. It turns out there is now a disorder called social media anxiety disorder. I'm not making this up. Social media anxiety disorder, a mental health condition. It's sort of similar to social anxiety disorder. And it turns out that anxiety disorders are the most common mental health disorders in our country. And ironically, the more technology we have, the more people are able to connect with one another. You can't make this up. It's crazy. The more stressed out people are becoming. This is connection with humans is supposed to make things better, not worse. This is crazy. According to experts, almost 20% of people with social media accounts cannot go more than 3 hours without checking them. So, I don't know.
Here's another part of this, Dr. Garko. So here's something else that, and I just did a big training dinner on this. So there is a profound connection between the circadian rhythm and the eyes.
Okay.
So circadian rhythm entrainment, which is the synchronizing of the biological clock with environmental cues.
Okay.
And it acts as a reset mechanism to reflect natural periods of light and dark, which impacts overall timing and duration of sleep and wakefulness. So we know if people don't sleep, they're not going to feel at their best. If they're predisposed to anxiety disorder genetically and they're not sleeping, then we know that there's going to be a problem. It's going to exacerbate their anxiety. But those people that don't have a family history of anxiety or alcohol or drug use, but they're exposed to constant blue light. So here's some staggering statistics. So the average adult spends 10.5 hours per day in front of media screens. The typical cell phone user touches his or her phone 2,617 times per day, while the heaviest user more than doubles that with over 5,400 touches per day. This is what's scary. Children ages 8 to 10 spend about 5.5 hours each day using media, but they're actually exposed to almost 8 hours of media because of simultaneous multiple media use. Teens spend 9 hours a day using media. That's more time spent than going to school. 72% of children age 8 and under have used a mobile device for some type of media activity, which is up from 38% in 2011. And in many cases, people spend more time in front of screens than they actually do sleeping.
I have a problem.
A sign of the times. From where were you?
Wonder why anxiety and drug use is up.
So, from where were you reporting those statistics? What source was that?
So there is a paper that it's called the White Paper, and it's blue light, sleep quality, and the new role of macular carotenoids in a digital world. And I will send this.
Can you send me that link?
Blue study data.
Can you send me that link?
I'm going to send it to you right now.
Okay, so social anxiety. Check this out. In light of what Dominique is saying, you got social media anxiety disorder, a condition now, right? Most people who have social media accounts are not getting stressed out, becoming excessively anxious or nervous when they're not able to check their notifications every 5 minutes, all right? However, that being said, there are people who have with social media anxiety disorder. They can't be away from their Facebook or their Twitter account or Instagram for more than a few minutes, and which causes them severe anxiety. What are some of the common symptoms of social media anxiety disorder? One, interrupting conversations to check your social media accounts, which really makes me crazy. Two, lying to others about how much time you spend on social media, withdrawing from friends and family, trying to stop or reduce the use of social media more than once before without being successful, loss of interest in other activities, neglecting work or school to comment on Facebook or Twitter account, experience withdrawal symptoms when you're not able to access social media, spending over 6 hours a day on social networking sites such as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.
I average 10 hours a day.
Right. Overwhelming need to share things with others on social media sites, having your phone with you 24 hours a day to check social media sites, having a phone attached to your skull. How about that? Oh, my God, that's crazy.
Don't be stressed out or anxious. Take Hempenol, the only raw CO2 hemp extract available. It's 100% organic with wild oreganol P73 extract. You might have heard about CBD, but there's no comparison. Hempenol has the power and potency you need to support your nervous system, stay calm and focused, and maintain a healthy immune system. Unlike other CBD oils, Hempenol contains the full spectrum of phytocannabinoids. Take Hempenol and feel great. And if you suffer from insomnia and can't seem to get that full night's rest, try Hempenol PM. Hempenol PM is specifically formulated to get you the rest you need without feeling sluggish when you wake. It's non-addictive, completely natural, and leaves you feeling energetic and ready to take on the day. To place your order or to find out where to find Hempenol in your area, call 1-800-243-5242. 800-243-5242. Or visit us at oreganol.com.
1250 WHNZ. Online at WHNZ.com. On your phone with the iHeartRadio app. And on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. An iHeartRadio station. USF football starts this season on 1250 WHNZ.
Touchdown, USF!
Hear the first 4 games of the season on 1250 before the Bulls graduate to 95.3 WDAE in October. News on 1250 WHNZ.
A tropical storm is heading towards the Caribbean, and forecasters say it'll become a hurricane this week. Dorian is packing maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour. Meteorologist Ken Boone with the Weather Channel says its effects on Florida will be limited.
I think at the very least we could say it's going to bring some increased rainfall as we look towards late in the weekend and into early next week for parts of South Florida.
Nearly 2 years later, arrests are expected to be announced in connection to the 12 patient deaths at a South Florida nursing home after Hurricane Irma in 2017. Disney has announced details about its new hotel called Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Guests will have activities like lightsaber training and interaction with Star Wars characters like Chewbacca, and the windows will look out into space. For Florida's News, I'm Chris Trankman.
From the 1250 WHNZ Florida Central Credit Union Auto Loans Traffic Center.
Luke, so eastbound on I-4 from I-75 to just before 579 because of a hole in the roadway. The right lane is closed. Have a wreck on the Park Boulevard Bridge east of Gulf Boulevard and an accident on 49th Street at Roosevelt Boulevard. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson and Newark Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line at 866-545-9595.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
When it comes to your identity and the personal information on your devices, there's no soundtrack to let you know you're in danger. Today's digital world is so connected, it just takes one weak link for criminals to get in. Good thing LifeLock now adds the power of Norton Security. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to detect threats like your personal info for sale on the dark web. And Norton Security helps protect up to 5 devices from ransomware and other online threats. Plus, if you have a problem, our agents will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or cybercrime or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, we can help alert you to danger. Join now and get 10% off your first year. Go to lifelock.com and enter promo code NEWS. That's promo code NEWS for 10% off. LifeLock with Norton. More detection, more protection.
From the 1250 WHNZ Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center. Rely on Rude.
In your Tampa Bay area forecast, rain chances increasing this afternoon to 40%, the high 92. Steamy overnight down to 79, a 50-50 rain chance tomorrow, high 90. For more news, weather, and traffic, tune to WFLA at 94.5 in St. Pete, 105.9 in Tampa, or 99.1 in Newport Richey.
This report is sponsored by Ashley Home Store.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day sale is going on now. Hurry in and save up to 30% or get 0% interest for 6 whole years with no minimum purchase. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Shop and save today at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Mark Levin is now on 1250 WHNZ.
If you really believe that Trump is the reason this took place, then why do you need to take weapons from the people? All you need to do is defeat Trump, right, Mr. Beducci? But if Trump is the reason and his language is the reason that all this occurred, what are you messing around with the Second Amendment for, right? All you need to do is defeat Trump, because it's all a lie. That's why.
Hear Mark Levin, weeknights at 7 on 1250 WHNZ.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, we live in a modern, highly technological society, no doubt. And it's all, the best of intentions, all of it is intended, not all of it, this technology is intended to improve quality of life. That's the intention, to make people more connected, like with social media, to give more, have people have greater access to information, give the people the ability to learn more faster, to grow and develop, get connected with knowledge, get connected with people, ideas. Okay, that sounds good on paper, but as it turns out, when humans left to their own devices can take something that was designed or intended to serve a good purpose, and it has grave consequences. Sitting across from me is Reggie. And on average, he's spending each day how many hours on?
Okay. I have a problem. I'm sorry. Today, I have 2 hours and 56 minutes of screen time. And that is...
What are you averaging a day? 10 hours?
10 hours a day, yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing for 10 hours a day on with a phone in front of you, in your hand, a computer, or some screen? I mean...
It says, well, today has been like social media.
Well, you're working.
Right.
So that's part of your job. But you're not working 10 hours a day.
Right. I watch a lot of Netflix on my iPad, or I'm reading comics off my iPad.
All right. So that's where you're consuming a lot of this time.
Right.
All right. So this white paper, first of all, Dominique, welcome back. Thank you for sharing that. It's a white paper, blue light, sleep quality, and the new role of macular carotenoids in a digital world. It's called the BLUE study data. We're going to publish that.
Exactly.
Where are we going to put that?
Well, I want you to know that is brought to you by OmniActive Health Technologies. And OmniActive this is sponsored, this research and this study is by Lutamax 2020, OmniActive, lutein, and all of these are patented raw materials that are in Jarrow Formula's eye products.
Okay.
Our lutein, our newest macular protective factors, which I love, and we also have a brand new lutein for kids.
OmniActive that's a brand. Is that a brand trademark? That's a trademark.
Well, it is. It's a raw materials. So OmniActive is it's a range of different patented ingredients.
Okay.
But their core products are carotenoids and plant extracts.
So you can go to omniactives.com and dial into that space and learn about that company and that whatever that's all about. So, but at the end of the day, your product, what is it called?
Macular protective factors.
Macular protective.
We have a lutein plus for kids.
Okay, so there's two. Macular protective factors and lutein plus for children. What about the Vision Optimizer? That product that's been around a long time. Is OmniActive in that product?
It has. That's a good question. I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question. I have to research that one. I'm not sure.
Okay. So this is yet another, this emerged in our conversation, emergent quality, these themes come up. I want to go back, I want to come back to this social anxiety disorder, social media, social chaos here in a second. I want to ask you about a product. I was asked about it, and I promised I would inquire. Jarrow has a product called it's an oral probiotic. Most people don't know that such a product exists and that you could take probiotics for your oral health or your, explain what that's all about.
Okay, so an oral probiotic does exactly the same thing as any other probiotic. It's meant to acidify the environment. But the whole thing about oral probiotics is that if you acidify the environment too much, it will actually erode the dentin on the teeth, right? So we have to be able to acidify the environment in such a way without causing more harm than good. And an oral probiotic is ideal for those people. Like I always say, there are certain subsets of I use the term patients just because I'm in that setting. But so, for example, people that use CPAP machines have an overgrowth of anaerobic bacteria versus aerobic bacteria. And so they tend to have worse smelling breath because of mouth breathing using machines. People that snore will tend to have worse breath. They're the perfect candidate for an oral probiotic.
What about people? What about people that have dry mouth?
For sure. So I always say those people that, like, for example, people that are on any sort of drug treatment where the side effect is dry mouth, because the lack of saliva doesn't allow the rinsing, the natural rinsing that happens of microbes in our mouth that are potentially harmful. Saliva does that naturally, but when you don't have enough saliva, then you're opening up the environment in your mouth to those microbes.
And then you have, that'll cause dental caries or tooth decay as well. Now, does the oral probiotic, does it kill bacteria? I mean, what's it doing?
So oral probiotics are colonizing in the mouth to maintain a healthy oral microflora. So we're not necessarily killing bacteria, we're overpopulating. We're providing more good bacteria than bad. So, right, it's kind of like what you want to do in your life. You want to have more good days than bad. You want to have more good oral bacteria than bad bacteria.
And this product is so somebody that, for example, that has dry mouth, a chronic dry mouth, it would be important for those individuals to take this kind of product, right, to help establish a better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, Jarrow Formula's oral probiotic is patented. The Lactobacillus brevis CECT 7480 and the Lactobacillus plantarum CECT 7481 are patented, which means proven integrity and proven efficacy.
Okay.
They're patented oral probiotics.
It's all good. See, head to toe, we try to cover it around here. You're listening and watching Let's Talk Nutrition, featuring Dominique Ostrander, educator for Jarrow Formulas, a leader in the natural products industry. We'll come back. We'll have the LTN Health question of the day. We have one more block to go. We're glad you're there. We're glad to be with you. I'll be right back.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Have you been putting off a cleanse? They can be harsh and leave you chained to the toilet, making for an overall unpleasant experience. Rethink your cleanse with Fluorescence, a daily cleanse that helps safely and gently detoxify your body. Unlike other detoxes that can be hard on the body, Fluorescence supports your body's natural processes, helping it to work more efficiently than it could on its own. The truth is your body is really good at cleansing, but due to the number of toxins we're exposed to, it can use a little daily support. Inspired by traditional OBGYN formula, Fluorescence is made with 8 herbs: burdock root, watercress, sheep sorrel herb, slippery elm, rhubarb root, kelp, blessed thistle, and red clover blossom. These herbs work together to support multiple elimination pathways, gently helping your body's detox systems do what they were made to do, only better. Forget harsh extreme cleanses and cleanse happy. Try Fluorescence for gentle daily cleansing that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Find Fluorescence at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take Solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. North American Herb and Spice, wellness for life. Natural Factors, where great health begins. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Let's Talk Nutrition, on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Gargo.
Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Last block for today. Dominic Ostrander shared a paper. It's a white paper entitled Blue Light, Sleep Quality, and the New Role of Macular Carotenoids in a Digital World. We're going to post the link to that paper. It's worth reading there, and I really appreciate her introducing this into the show today. It's useful. The paper is just some stunning statistics found in here. OmniActive is a trademark, and it's a raw material. That's a company, right? OmniActives is a company, I guess, for raw material, right?
Right.
Okay. And the raw materials are used for eye health, and you find it in Jarrow supplements. Could you mention those again?
Sure. It's macular protective factors, lutein, as well as our new Lutein Plus for kids.
Okay. So there's 3.
And our astaxanthin also, actually.
Wow. These are great products from Jarrow Formulas. Here's the health question taken from this study. On average, how many hours per day does an adult spend in front of media screens? I'll give you 2 choices. 5.5 or 10.5 hours per day in front of media screens. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number, 877-897-TALK. This is really stunning to see that teens, for example, spend 9 hours a day using media. As you commented, and they say in the report, that's more time than they spend going to school. Something has to suffer at some point in time when you're so consumed with this. 72% of children.
What I'm saying. There's a correlation. There has to be a correlation, Dr. Gargo, between the amount of anxiety that's going on now as well as the amount of drug use, alcohol use. I mean, really and truly, when they say heroin has gone down, I almost took that as like a bit sarcastic, like, well, heroin use is down. Well, the fact is that 13-year-olds don't really necessarily have access to heroin, but they certainly have access to marijuana and other things. And just the idea that this is increasing, and I just think that you can't have tunnel vision. You have to look at it like, what are they doing the most? Social media. Where are they spending all of their time? In front of a screen of some kind, whether it's playing video games or Instagramming. I don't think that this is
so you're
by accident.
Your argument is that you think that there's a correlation between this high social
relationship. Yes.
It's a correlation between high social media use and some of these anxiety disorders, like social media anxiety disorder in particular, where people get anxious if they're not Instagramming, Facebooking, YouTubing.
The amount of screen time and whatever they're doing on the screen, whether it's Instagramming, I think it's affecting brain chemistry. I think it's affecting their circadian rhythms, which is affecting their sleep, which is then affecting performance, as well as emotional well-being. I think it's all tied in. I think it's incredibly interconnected.
Mm-hmm. How many hours a day, the health question for today is how many hours a day do adults spend on average in front of media screens? 5.5 hours or 10.5 hours? 877-897-8255. There's something else I think that goes on with social media, and it's talked about in the literature. While on the one hand, it's intended to connect people to one another, it also seems to alienate people from one another, which is kind of ironic because you would think the interaction would inspire connection. But when I'm reading, and I'm not an expert in this area, I haven't really, my depth and breadth of knowledge, it could be better, but I know enough to say that what I've learned is that oftentimes people get on social media and not only become anxious, but become depressed because they start to do a self-evaluation. They see the lives of other people, what are, the activity of other people and this and that, and they think that they are deficient in their life. Their quality of life is deficient. They are deficient as a person and get into a lot of trouble, psychological trouble. That's an unintended consequence of social media. And social media communication is mediated. If people spent that much time in front of one another face to face, I think you have a different kind of outcome.
Well, it's a connection too. It's a mistake to think that you're connecting to your 4,872 friends on Facebook. There is no intimate human connection. There's no intimate human connection on Instagram or even Snapchat. As personal as people think my Snapchat story is, they're wrong.
Mm-hmm. There's something about what's in the business, in the world of communication, the field of communication, the discipline of dyadic communication. Dyadic meaning face-to-face.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Ricardo in Clearwater. Ricardo, how many hours a day on average do adults spend in front of media screens? 5.5 or 10.5 hours?
Approximately 10.5 for most, but not us.
Okay, 10.5 hours. You got it. Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. Dominique, thank you for bringing all this to our attention. We appreciate it. Again, Jarrow Formulas. Mention the products you cited today, please.
Well, we talked about Saccharomyces boulardii, JEPS, 5 billion, macula protective factors, astaxanthin, lutein plus for kids, our newest kids eye supplement for brain health and eye health, as well as vision optimizer.
Absolutely. All at Jarrow Formulas. Go to jarrow.com. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dominique. This is all done and intended and designed to try and inspire you and remind you, and not to forget, that your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. I was just talking to somebody the other day. They had a tragic health news and has changed everything in their life. I'll share more about that tomorrow. We'll be back then. See you then.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous